Short stories about cats, big and small, real and fictional. Hello, my name is Bundy, and today I will tell you a short story about the big cats, tigers. Tigers are large striped cats, one of the largest predators on the earth. In the wild, tigers live in Asia only. Unfortunately, over the last 100 years, the number of this species has decreased by 25 times, from 100,000 to 4,000. Nowadays, tigers are under international protection. Many tigers are kept in captivity, in zoos and even as pets. Tigers reproduce well in captivity. So, scientists consider the probability of tigers becoming extinct as a biological species to be insignificant. This animal is one of the main characters in the myths and cultures of many Asian peoples. One of the most ancient civilizations, the Indus Valley Civilization, existed in the Indus River Valley in 2600 to 1900 BC. While excavating one of its cities, Mohenjo-Daro, archaeologists discovered seals depicting tigers. On these seals, people run away from tigers or fight with these animals. On one of the seals, there is a multi-faced figure of a deity, the Lord of Animals, one of whose companions is a tiger. That is, already in those ancient times, the tiger was a symbol of strength and power. Thus, if you see an ancient image of someone with a tiger, it's most likely a deity. Like Durga, the Hindu warrior goddess, the protector of the gods and the world order. Or, a person with supernatural powers. This painting depicts Gazipir, who lived in the 12th or 13th century in Bengal, and who was known for his power over dangerous animals and natural elements. Or, the founder of the religious school of the heavenly teachers. Zhang Daoling, who lived in China in the 1st to 2nd centuries AD. The Chinese civilization is one of the oldest in the world, existing for about 5,000 years. In olden times, China was home to many tigers that inspired the ancient Chinese to create numerous artifacts. The bronze production technology appeared during the Shang dynasty, c. 1600 c. 1027 BC, the oldest state of ancient China known from written sources. Bronze statues of tigers made over 3,500 years ago have survived to this day, as well as small bronze items, such as belt buckles decorated with images of a tiger. Chinese bronze items from that time often contain hieroglyphic inscriptions. Among them, there is the hieroglyph tiger, the evolution of which can be seen in this picture. A golden tiger statue was made during the Warring States period, circa 475 to 221 BC. A bronze tiger with gold inlays and the inscription "King orders the carriage to move" was found in the tomb of a ruler of Nanyue. The ancient kingdom, 204 to 111 BC, located on the territory of today's northern Vietnam and southern China. The ancient Chinese worshipped the tiger, admired its beauty and strength, and saw various meanings in its image. For example, the image of two tigers symbolized a strong and happy family. The most popular creature in Chinese culture is the dragon. The tiger often accompanies it. The dragon-tiger pair guards the goddess Siwangmu, the queen mother of the West, the keeper of the fruits of immortality. The dragon-tiger pair is present in a number of idioms in the Chinese language. For instance, a flight of the dragon and a leap of the tiger means a rapid movement forward. The dragon hides and the tiger lies in wait is a hidden heroism that is ready to reveal itself. The expression "the dragon coils and the tiger shrinks" describes the beauty of the mountainous country. Even today, many Chinese believe that 5 tigers provide the balance of the cosmic energies, thus preventing general chaos. The black tiger controls the water elements and is the ruler of winter. Spring is the time of the blue tiger, its element is earth. The red tiger, whose element is fire, reigns in summer. Autumn is ruled by the white tiger. It is believed that tigers live for a whole millennium and become white when they turn 500 years old. Therefore, this tiger is especially wise and respected. The fifth, orange tiger, symbolizes the sun. The Korean peninsula was home to many tigers, so it is no surprise that the tiger is the national symbol of Korea and a beloved character in Korean culture. The tigress is one of the heroines of the myth about Dan-gun, the forebear of the Koreans. According to legend, Hwanung, the son of the Lord of Heaven, lived on Mount Pektusan, located in the Changbai Mountains, along the border of China and North Korea. Together with his ministers of rain, clouds, and wind, Hwanung taught people various crafts, medicine, and cultivation of the land. The tigress and the she-bear asked Hwanung to turn them into humans. Hwanung gave them 20 cloves of garlic and a stalk of mugwort, telling them to eat this food only and to avoid sunlight for 100 days. The she-bear passed this test and turned into a woman, while the tigress failed. The bear woman married Hwanung, and they had a son called Dan-gun, who was the founder of the first Korean state Gojoseon. At the beginning of our era, the state of Goguryeo, 37 BC, 668 AD, existed in the north of the Korean peninsula. The modern name Korea comes from its name. Goguryeo, Goryeo, Koryo, Korea. The complex of Goguryeo tombs contains wall paintings depicting tiger hunting. Frescoes were also found there, depicting the white tiger, one of the mythological creatures in Eastern astronomy, is a symbol of the West, and the azure dragon, that is a symbol of the East. Shamanism, the belief that our world is inhabited by good spirits and evil demons, was widespread among the Koreans until recently. The tiger was considered a symbol and a constant companion of the spirit of the mountains. Korean folk painting, which is called minhwa, appeared more than 300 years ago. Usually, such paintings were created by unknown wandering artists, who had no special education. Many paintings depict a tiger and a magpie. It is believed that if a painting is in a shaman's house, the tiger is the spirit of the mountains, and the magpie is his assistant and student. If you hang a picture of a tiger and a magpie near the front door, it will scare away evil demons from the house. By the way, Korean folktales often begin with the words, "when tigers smoked pipes." Well, there is another story about a tiger and a magpie. One day, a peasant saw a tiger stuck in a swamp. The tiger asked the peasant to help him to get out of the swamp. Having climbed to the shore, the tiger did not thank the man who saved him, but even decided to eat him. A magpie saw this and decided to help the poor man. She told the tiger,
"I don't believe you just drowned in the swamp, it'd never have happened."
How dare you not believe me?
The tiger got angry.
I'll prove I was there.
And the tiger jumped into the very middle of the swamp. Thus, the magpie saved the peasant from the ungrateful tiger. And, to conclude this part of our story, look at this picture. What do you think it is? It is a wooden percussion instrument, carved in the shape of a tiger with a serrated back, played by running a bamboo whisk across the serrations. It is called the eo in Korean, or the yu in Chinese. There are no tigers in Japan. Historians believe that the first living tiger was brought from Korea in the late 8th century AD as a gift to a Japanese emperor. Since then, the tiger has appeared in Japanese painting. The tiger became a symbol of Japanese samurai warriors' bravery and was often accompanied by a dragon that represented the evil, which the tiger samurai would surely defeat. This 17th century folding door depicts a tiger among bamboos and a dragon. And a couple more works by Kishi Ganku, a leading Japanese painter from Kyoto, famous for his paintings of tigers. This is a screen with a tiger. This is The Tiger and the Magpie. It seems that in Japan, they were well acquainted with Korean stories. These paintings feature tigers by Kishi Chikudo, 1826–1897, a son of the samurai Terai Shigenobu from Ikone, in what is now the Shiga prefecture. Images of tigers decorated various household items. Traditional Japanese clothing has no pockets, so various bags or boxes for personal items were hung on the belt. Inro boxes, consisting of several compartments, were intended for storing something very small, such as medicine or a personal seal. Ukiyo-e prints, which are Japanese fork pictures of the floating world, were popular in urban Japanese culture in the 17th to 19th centuries. And, of course, tigers are often featured in them. Utagawa Kuniyashi's prints depict a tiger and a mythical creature, called the Nu. All the Japanese know that it feeds on human fears. The most famous ukiyo-e artist was Katsushika Hokusai, 1760 to 1849. He painted a tiger with ink and paint on silk. The inscription on the painting is, "The month of the tiger, the year of the cock, old manji, the old man is mad about painting, at the age of 90. This is one of his last works, and I would like to end this story up with it. But, I cannot resist, and I will show you another tiger, painted by a humble civil servant, a tax inspector in Paris, who had never left France and who had never been to the tropical forests." Lastly, I want to thank my best friend AI designer, DALL-E 3 platform, that created some of the pictures for this short story. As well as Wikipedia, an inexhaustible source of information about everything in the world, including cats.